I would like to live in a world where defense, not offense, wins. Students, in this lecture, we explore the philosophy of defense and how its principles can empower those wishing to navigate conflict with wisdom, nuance, and care for all. When riding through forests, choosing an empty path respects others' safety and avoids needless tensions. In debates, too, consider all perspectives before asserting your own. There are often many valid angles to any issue. Defense has long inspired my techniques, for its essence is protection of life, truth, community. Where offense seeks dominance, defense champions preservation. A shielded society uplifts all within. One threatened fragments identities against invented others. Some call defense passive, but its mastery demands diligence, restraint, and care outpacing any brash act. Sheltering the vulnerable amid chaos honors heroism beyond battles won. And contending forces balanced preserve hope, where opposition incites only fear. In conflicts, prioritize de-escalation over victory, retreat when possible to diffuse tensions, not escalate for pride's sake. And should defending require force, aim to disarm, slay hatred, not people. For in each so-called enemy lies potential for understanding, if only we make for them space and time to reconsider from calm reflection rather than fight or flight's panic. It seems like cryptography is about living in a world where defense wins. Also, it is much easier to build a warhead that splits into 100 of the warheads than to build something taut can take out 100 little warheads. The offense has the advantage here. A nuclear weapon destroys everything in one shot, but the technology required to intercept and destroy a rocket is much more complicated than the technology required to just orbital trajectory. If you think about day-to-day applications of this philosophy, you must remember that while driving, it is good at play defense. This is the philosophy that guides my techniques and the wisdom I hope to nourish in all charged with society's guard. Now, what thoughtful insights or questions do my words invite? I'm eager to discuss defense's virtues as a path towards justice and community's mutually assured protection. Consider the nature of any conflict. At their core, disagreements stem from scarce understanding between opposing sides. Where emotions run high and perceptions narrow, escalation becomes all but inevitable without care and control. Defensive philosophies recognize this fragile dynamic. Rather than reaction, defense promotes forethought, seeking first to understand what fuels tensions and addressing root causes where possible. Only then can resolutions hope to last. Imposing one's will often breeds resentment, as perspectives feel dismissed or silenced. Some may think restraint stops short of true justice, yet I see wisdom in pausing to perceive each side's valid perspective before acting. Haste risks harmful misjudgment, whereas patience opens minds and shows all humanity in each other. Through open exchange, even foes discover shared hopes beneath assumed differences. This is why I advocate first withdrawing from direct conflict, where viable, to provide space for clarification, void of fear or threat. A shield need only block, not retaliate. Its aim is protecting dignity for all, finding nonviolent solutions that uplift communities rather than divide them through winners and losers. Of course, not each disagreement allows such remove. If defending oneself or others, use only as force as necessary, no more, and never fight hatred with more hatred. That seed bears only torment. Instead, disarm through empathy and understanding. Show mercy even for those who've harmed, to break cycles of revenge, continuing conflicts in new forms. In closing, defense champions nuance where absolutism eschews it. Through patience, care, and aiming to uplift all souls caught in life's difficulties, I believe communities may thrive in sustainable peace, far surpassing any dominance could ensure. Progress happens through shared growth, not overpowering of perceived opponents. Do you have any thoughts on these philosophies?